Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu swears in new cabinet members. State government holds retreat for new commissioners and special advisors. Lagos appeals project reels out success story. The Lagos State Governor, Sanwo-Olu, has sworn in 37 commissioners and special advisors that will join him in running the affairs of the state for the next 4 years. He asked them to work as a team and promised to complete all capital projects.
It's a day everyone has been waiting for, to witness the swearing-in ceremony of commissioners and special advisors approved by the Lagos State House of Assembly. The lucky ones are here at Adeyemi Bero Hall, Alausa Ikeja, exchanging pleasantries before the event kicks off. Governor Sanwo-Olu and his deputy, Kadri Hamzat, make their way in for the inauguration. The secretary to the state government prepares their mind for the task ahead and urged them to ensure implementation of the Teams Plus agenda.
The executive arm of the government that you have the honor and privilege to be part of from today is very important, as same is the main organ responsible for the implementation of all the policies, formulations, and directives of the states. The responsibility of the members of the Executive Council, as headed by Mr. Governor Olushola Sanwo-Olu, and ably assisted by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Bafemi Kadri Hamzat, has the onerous duty to formulate and implement all policies of the government for the betterment and the welfare of the people of Lagos State. Permit me to emphasize that once a decision is taken by the executive, all members of the Executive Council are enjoined to implement same accordingly, based on the principle of collective responsibility. I also wish to remind you that members of the Executive Council represent the interests of Mr. Governor, the government, and that of our great party, All Progressive Congress, in their various local governments and local council development areas. Therefore, they will not only be good public servants, but also excellent and loyal party members by working assiduously with Mr. Governor, ably assisted by the Deputy Governor, collaborating effectively with other party leaders, traditional, community, and religious leaders in bringing the dividends of democracy to the good people of our beloved state of excellence.
Mr. Fedro is a member of the Nigerian Bar Association.
One after the other, the cabinet members present themselves and their profile is read to the gathering.
Mr. Sanwo-Olu is the former multiple award-winning editor of The Nation. He had his education at the ND Primary School, Afrin, Ado-Ekiti, Adua Grammar School, Okeagbe, Akoko, Ondo State, University of Benin, and University of Lagos.
He's a fellow of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, member of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Mecom Golf Club, Osun State, Abeokuta Golf Club, and Ogudujare Table Tennis Club, Lagos. I present with great pleasure Mr. Gbenga Omotosho to Mr. Governor for administration of oath of office, sir.
Dr. Ayola is an alumnus of the University of Cambridge Business School and is currently studying implementing public policy at Harvard University, Boston, United States of America. With a career spanning 35 years in Lagos State Civil Service, Dr. Mrs. Ayola served in various capacities. She retired statutorily from the Lagos State Public Service as Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance in October 2021, having served our dear state for 35 years. Mr. Governor, sir, it is my pleasure to present Dr. Mrs. Ayola Iyabo for oath of office.
Honorable Yakub Ekundayo Alibioshu was appointed in 2003 as Special Advisor on Housing by the former Governor of Lagos State, now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, until 2007. Subsequently, he was elected as a member of the House of Representatives in 2007 for 2 terms, representing Koshofe Federal Constituency, Lagos State. It is my pleasure to present Honorable Yakub Ekundayo Alibioshu to Mr. Governor for administration of oath of office, sir.
Ms. Olusoyan Abisola Ruth received her primary education at St. Margaret Nursery and Primary School and attended Queen's College, Yaba, for her secondary school education. She obtained a degree in architecture at the University of Lagos and subsequently acquired a Master of Business Administration degree with a specialization in general management from the Lagos Business School, Pan-Atlantic University. Her professional career began in the private sector at Olam International in 2011, where she participated in the West African Management Training Program. As Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola spearheaded transformation initiatives that revitalized the agricultural sector.
Olayiwola Idris is a distinguished Lagos grassroots politician, known for his commitment to youth capacity building. He is a multifaceted individual, excelling in business, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy. With a background in political science from the University of Lagos, he is currently pursuing a postgraduate degree in mass communication. Olayiwola Idris to Mr. Governor for administration of oath of office.
Next, they take their oath of allegiance.
I pledge to allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
The governor signs the document of 37 cabinet members, comprising 23 commissioners and 14 special advisors. He urged them to build on the successes of his first-term administration and work closely with the State Assembly to ensure good governance for the people.
I congratulate our commissioners and special advisors, the men and women whose knowledge and experience have lifted them to this lofty height here today. They have been carefully and painstakingly chosen, and they are by no measure some of our best brains, not just in Lagos, but all around the country. These are men and women that we can and we will hold on to anywhere in the world. They are emblems of what Lagos State is all about, a center of excellence. Lagosians should therefore rejoice in their selection and be expected of the quality service and performance in the months and the years ahead. I thank the Right Honorable Speaker and members of the Great House for their diligence, cooperation, and contribution in this manner. To the new Executive Council members, this spirit of cooperation and collaboration with the Lagos State Assembly is one that you must continue to build on. The people of Lagos State demand and expect the very best from you. Achieving this requires every one of you to reach out, to engage, and to collaborate. It requires that you have the humility to listen and to learn, the humility to consult widely and to consider well-meaning advice, and the humility to recognize that we're all winners. There are no losers. I demand and I expect no less from all of you. And so therefore the task of the new cabinet is clear. It is to build on the successes of our administration's first 4 years in office. It is to take our people closer and closer to our dream of a greater Lagos. Other giant strides that we're making, apart from real infrastructure, will be, by the grace of God, the completion of phase 1 of the 4th Mainland Bridge. We're making this commitment, and we're saying it boldly, that we will do the groundbreaking for the 4th Mainland Bridge very soon. This bridge will connect Ikorodu to the Bejuleki axis from Shogetedo and Abramadeswa and to take you all the way to Ibeshe in Ikorodu, which will be the first phase. The second phase of it will take you from there all the way on Agric-Ishawo, and it will bust out on Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. It will be a total 37-kilometer ring road that will completely change the face of public transportation and vehicular movement in Lagos.
The Lagos State Executive Council is a mixture of politicians and technocrats, with 29 male, 8 female, made up of 18 returning immediate cabinet members and 19 new ones, already assigned to their portfolios and ready for the job.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has charged the new cabinet members and permanent secretaries to hit the ground running in delivering the campaign promises and dividends of democracy to Lagos residents, and also ensure strict enforcement of state laws.
So we have sensitive personal data.
The newly inaugurated members of the Lagos State Executive Council, the body of permanent secretaries, heads of agencies and parastatals converge on Ekpe for a 4-day retreat that would help them hit the ground running for the next 4 years. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy, Kadri Hamzat, is also here to discuss the role of leadership in ensuring a greater Lagos. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the cabinet members have been empowered by the former governors of the state on ways to run the affairs of Lagos.
Tremendous time out here in the last 3 days. We've had conversations that border around understanding everybody's role, appreciating each other's responsibility, and fashioning a vision that all of us will be signing on to, a vision that will reflect, what will be our mode of engagement, our rules of engagement for the next 3.5 years. And we extended it for the first time. We've had session with 2 former governors, former Governor Babatunde Fashola, SAN, had a session with us, and equally, former Governor Akinwumi Ambode has also had a session with us, where they gave us their own experience and furtherly thoughts and things that we should be doing and be doing differently. And we have thanked them so very much for that, for the time out here. They extended our collaboration with the members of the Lagos State House of Assembly and also ALGON, body of, local government chairman, so that as a unified body, we'll all understand and appreciate why we need to all work together. Because it's only by working together that Lagosians can reap the full benefit of having a government in place. All of us will be not only better equipped, not only will be energized, not only will we be on the same page, but we'll be giving ourselves a sense of commitment that will be taken back to our respective posts from Monday, where, we will carry our staff along. Cabinet members and PAMSECs will also share some of the visions and some of the things with all of their staff, so that everybody in public service are further energized, for the service delivery, of quality service to Lagosians, and bring about, all of the promises that we politicians have given to ensure that a greater Lagos is rising.
The State Commissioner for Information, as well as the Commissioner for Tourism, gives assurance of good governance with a promise to make Lagos a tourist destination.
Lagos is the home of Afrobeats. We're going to bring Afrobeats back to Lagos. We're going to bring our kids home. We're bringing tourism back to light in Lagos. In the past, few years, we've seen that there's been a migration to another West African state, West African country, and we intend to bring all that back here. So we're bringing Afrobeat home. We're going to make sure that our hospitality business is top-notch. We're going to create data for the world to know that there's everything that you would need in Lagos. Lagos is a coastal city. Lagos is surrounded by waters. We have beaches. We're also going to create our own tourist destinations. I've been to Maldives. I know what Maldives is like. Looking out my window in Maldives, I'm saying this can be Lagos. We have Takwa Bay, we have Ilashe, we have the beaches along, we have a long coastal line from here all the way to the south. There's no reason why people in Africa should go out of Africa when they can come to Lagos. So we're going to make Lagos the tourist destination of Africa, tourist destination of the world in Africa.
First is to thank Mr. Gordon for this opportunity for us to come here, to bond, to learn, and to be able to express ourselves. First thing is that we are going to be working as a team, as usual, but a stronger team, in the sense that one of the things that I see that will change is this, that most of us are going to be trying as much as possible to enforce the law, because as a former governor, Raji Fashola has said, we need to enforce the law so that we don't lose our environment. So all of the things that people are doing illegally, all of the things that they are doing to desecrate the environment, we should be able to make people to fall in line. So there will be better enforcement of rules and regulations so that Lagos can continue to be the pride of the black man that it is, can continue to be the pride of all of us, can continue to remain beautiful.
Lagosians will be waiting to see that Governor Sanwo-Olu matches words with action during his second-term administration.
Lagosians, it is no news that the present administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu delivered projects in different sectors of the economy through the themes agenda. With this success in mind, the second term of the present administration has included social inclusion, gender equality, and the affairs of youths in its agenda. Now, we have the themes plus agenda. With this, no one is left behind on account of their social status, gender, or age. Lagosians, be prepared for another 4 years of a total revamp in all sectors. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni o.
As part of activities to round up the 6-year Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Project, the Lagos State Coordinator carried out an assessment tour in Badagry area to showcase the success story of some of the farmers, supported by appeals.
Achieving food security in Lagos State is one area the government is focusing on by assisting farmers across the state. The Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Program, implemented in 6 states, is a project the Lagos State government has given priority by empowering over 10,000 farmers engaged in aquaculture, poultry, and rice. The 6-year project, initiated by the federal government in partnership with the World Bank, is rounding up September this month, and the Lagos State Coordinator visits Afo Badagry to showcase the fish cage culture, jetty terminal, and other facilities put in place for fish farmers in this community.
Tilapia is not a new species to all of us. It's something that we've been doing from time to time. But most of our farmers did not get it right, because what they were doing was to raise tilapia in earthen ponds or in concrete ponds. And we know that tilapia is a sporadic spawner. When we say sporadic spawner, it breeds intermittently. And so you will find a small pond with a lot of fries of tilapia, and they don't get to maturity in good time. We worked with NISPRI, we worked with New Busa, all of these agencies. And so this is not just from appeals, it's a collaborative effort of both farmers, relevant agencies, and appeals projects. So after doing the needs assessment, we did a demonstration part of the demonstration we did, you can see that on these water bodies, you can see the water hyacinth. Now, we've seen water hyacinth is something that it's a problem for our farmers, but we've looked at it. What can we do? We also did a demonstration on what they can use this water hyacinth for. So today, we have taught our farmers on how to harvest the water hyacinth and convert it to fertilizer for rice farmers in Lagos State.
The farmers and community leader commend Lagos Appeals for empowering them.
Almost everything has been taken care of by the project. That's the Lagos State government in collaboration with the World Bank project. So it's like the farmers got the whole thing prepared and they came in to invest. In terms of generation to employment and opportunities are boundless because it's a chain. We have so many people within the value chain that are making so much that our farmers can't even quantify. We have the women too within the community. This project here has transformed the community beyond our expectation, because a lot of other businesses too came up after the establishment of these. We have people that are into marketing, people that are into construction. Almost all the activities here now are being taken care of by the indigenes.
2019, when you bring to this community, it's a song on it. But when they see that for accessibility of farmer, those who patrol the buy, they now work out to construct the road leading to it. And then they see that formerly we harvest with boat. And this is just thing formerly jetty built by the Ministry of Agriculture. But with intervention of the AP project, they expanded it for easy accession to the stages.
The team moves to the Cottage Fish Processing Center, where several equipments have been provided for the farmers to make their work easy and faster. The journey continues to Berefu community, also in Badagry, to meet with the rice farmers empowered by appeals.
When we got here, we did a needs assessment and we tried to identify some of their challenges. What we have done is to support them with improved rice seeds. We have supported them with nets. Part of their challenge over time was that birds will come and take virtually almost everything that they were supposed to harvest. And so we came with the technology of netting to help to save whatever it is that they have at the end of the day. And then we also did capacity building on agronomic practices, on how to ensure that they not only plant properly, they adhere to right spacing, what fertilizers, what pesticides are they supposed to use that will help them to achieve maximum yield. Now, in this particular center, what was their norm was, on the average, they could get like 2 tons per hectare. But with the support of our appeals project, to the glory of God, today they are harvesting over 4 tons per hectare. So I think that's a major one for them.
We have about 400 hectares of farming land, which being occupied by rice farmers. And they have been supporting us with the different type of inputs. One of them is, in fact, give them a round of applause. Yes, for supporting us with this combined harvester. Formerly, before appeal intervention, we are nowhere. We are nowhere. We are just farming for consumption purpose. But now, appeal makes us to know that we can go into commercial, come to rice, and which we have been experiencing. We have been using all these things to make sure that there's sustainability of food here in Lagos State. And we will continue our effort to see that here in Lagos State, we have sufficient food to provide for Lagosians.
Aradagu is the next stop to meet Fish Archers Association to also share their success story on how Appeal's intervention has transformed their business.
By placing them differently, the females will be separated from the males.
We built the capacity, we developed business plans for them. Today they have mobile ponds instead of wooden vats. Their water has been treated. And so every month they churn out millions of fingerlings and juveniles to people within Lagos State and outside Lagos. And I thank God for Mr. Governor and for the World Bank team for their intervention in this cluster. They have also been able to engage more people. And, you know, Appeals is, we treat it holistically. The engine room of aquaculture is the seed, which is either the fingerlings or the juvenile. And so we thought that there is the need for us to help them build a broodstock tank. Because if you don't get the right broodstock, inbreeding will set in, and once there's inbreeding, everything goes wrong. So to your left, you will find the broodstock tank that has been established.
When they came, we were just disappointed because we have several issues that we thought were beyond us. But thank God for the program. They came to us, they gave us listening ears to hear our problems out. And ever since then, it has been from good to good to good, and we've been better off. Presently, I can boast of us having a production strength that can take up the nation, and not just the nation and the world beyond. Because now we have people coming from Cotonou, from Cameroon, from Ghana to patronize us.
The assessment tour was rounded off at Ojo Cantonment Cluster, where female poultry farmers are running their business.
That's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Stay safe.